Hey lovies, thank you for tuning back in. My name is Ayoka. This is part 2 of the video. Now, I'm going to just jump right on in. I'm not even going to summarize part 1, so you definitely going to have to go back to part 1 to catch up, especially if you're just jumping in on part 2, okay? Now, I know I left off at the Six of Wands, all right? And like I said before, it's like you've been moving in silence. Okay, you've been building your confidence, you've been reclaiming your story, and at this point, you're the main character in this story. You didn't realize that. Okay, your hidden power is literally unshakable self-recognition. And that's what the divine wanted for you. Wanted you to be able to see yourself. Not nobody else's validation, but for you to actually recognize yourself. Okay? And baby, that's the kind of energy that the world needs to see coming. Alright? They're definitely not going to be able to look away from this. Okay? And what I'm sensing here as well, it's like you're about to lead with, how can I put it? It's like a softness that hits harder than any sword. Like with this Queen of Emotions. All right, this is the Queen of Cups. This is somebody who's very emotionally balanced, y'all. Okay, but it's like the type of softness that you come in with is still gonna hit. Like people expect anger or maybe even revenge coming from you, but you move with grace. Okay, and that's 144 on a timer. Like that is exactly the energy that the world needs. Okay, and it's like your emotional intelligence, your ability to remain grounded, all of that in love while honoring your boundaries. That's the wave. Okay, so when I look at this, it's like what I see, it reminds me a lot of the Page of Swords energy. What I see is a divine feminine just observing the world, learning, taking mental note, right? Taking all of this information in, studying energy, doing the inner work, right? While staying low key in it all. Okay, it's like you have become like this quiet force of clarity, curiosity, all of that good stuff. It's like you see everything now. You see everything clearly. And I'm definitely feeling like, you know, the Queen of Wands is someone who's in the limelight. This is a person that's in the spotlight. People see them. They're very beautiful. They're very creative. They're very energetic. Okay, and that's how I'm seeing you. You're not begging for attention. This is the attention that just comes to you. It's like you magnetize it. Okay, when I look at the Queen of, again, I see her alchemizing or magnetizing or, you know, creating magic, right? And the whole time it's like you were the magic. You walk in a room and the room shifts. Okay, like this is your glow up energy. You're not just confident, you literally are embodying this confidence. You didn't have that before. Okay, you weren't very, you didn't, I don't want to necessarily say project your voice, but you also 333 on the timer, you also never really spoke your truth. You never really spoke up. Okay, and it's like now your voice is sharper, your presence is louder, your magic is unshakable, right? The world thought you were quiet because you were weak, but you weren't. Okay, I'm not, I don't even want to say, because what came to me is like, it wasn't necessarily that you were weak. It's just that circumstances, and I heard, what I heard was like stole from you, and then I just felt really sad. Okay, your circumstances pretty much robbed you of who you were meant to be. And the whole time your silence, it was because you were rising. You don't need to announce it, because your energy is what's speaking volumes now. Okay, whew. That was a lot, y'all. I mean, because I can feel it. It's like the energy, the way it's coming through, it's just like, it's emotional, but it's strong. It's subtle. Okay, and it's like, again, it's like you've learned how to balance these emotions. It's like you have this ability to literally remain grounded, especially in love. You're recalibrating the emotional frequency of every room you enter. And this is not something like, I don't even want to say it's intentional. It just happens. You walk in a room and the shit just shifts. It can't do nothing but shift. It can't stay the same. All right, because we got an empress coming through. Like, hold up, we got an empress coming through. Hold up, y'all, cut the bullshit. You feel me? Now, I love that. I love everything about this divine feminine, because even for myself, it's like, to be where I'm at now, I never thought I would be able to see this in my life, okay? Because it's like my story, it runs deep, and it has been very exhausting. But to be able to, get up before you guys now to do this, to be able to be a professor at a major HBCU here in Baltimore, it's just like, it amazes me. To run a recovery, group, all of this amazes me, because I never was able to really use my voice to this capacity, y'all. So what they misjudged or underestimated in you, divine feminine, with the justice card coming out in the reverse position, they thought you were naive. They just assumed you wouldn't notice the imbalance, like the manipulation, the silence, the betrayal. But the justice really just says, or it shows, that you saw everything, even when you said nothing. It's like, I feel like you just sit back and kind of just watch it all. Like, they think I'm stupid. They think I'm dumb as hell. But you just like, you taking it all in. And what they misjudged was your ability to choose truth over fantasy. Okay, like you ain't with the... Let me tell you, when divine feminine gets it, divine feminine got it. You be like, what? That's a lie. That's an illusion. I can see right on through that bullshit, right? You no longer sit back silently and just kind of like accept, because you know your worth, you know your value at this point. You definitely stepping into that empress energy. Is your capacity literally to hold your own pain and still do what's right, to still balance those emotions. Like, they underestimated how deeply that you understand karma, not just for others, but for yourself. You're saying you understand, like, man, whatever I put out is going to come back to me. And then it comes back, what? Tenfold, okay? I feel like even with this justice card, like, you really just walked away, not just from people, but from cycles, from contracts, karmic contracts, from timelines that dishonored your soul, okay? They got away with stuff in the 3D. They did. But the 5D is already waiting, and it's written, it's a whole totally different ending. It's like, it'd be so funny, because it's like, yeah, this may be happening here in this reality, but in 5D, shit, my spirit guides, they got you. You know what I'm saying? 808 on the timer. Okay? But things are definitely, it's definitely a different ending. And the scales are balancing, but they're balancing on your terms. And how I'm seeing it again is like, the world is going to witness this. And when I say the world, it's like, it's those people that doubted you. Those people that thought you were naive. Those people who tried to play you. Okay? Now, this whole spread, it really just makes your reading even more potent, even more powerful, okay? Because like I said, it's like, you got the 6 of Wands, you got the Page of Swords, you got the Justice reverse, you got the 4 of Wands, you got the Queen of Emotions, okay? You got all of these magnificent cards here, and I don't even think I went over the 4 of Wands yet. This speaks about celebrations, y'all. This literally speaks about your spiritual homecoming. This is your tribe, and that's how I see it. Your soul tribe. It could be your spiritual. Your becoming, it doesn't just elevate you. It opens the gates for your soul tribe, y'all. Okay, your rise literally is impacting the collective in the most magnificent way, okay? This card shows sacred sisterhood, aligned celebration, a community built on, not on trauma, right? There's no trauma bonds in this community, it seems like. This seems like genuine, true, like a healed, mutual, energetic exchange, mutual joy, all of that, okay?